Almost like sunflower seed. Good morning from the high road. If it seems like it's been a while, it's because it has. I don't want to bore you with the details, but I shot enough content for like 3 videos within the past month and a half. But I found out once I got into editing them that probably 80% of what I shot either had super blurry footage or no audio because of my microphone failing. When I say blurry, I don't mean just a little bit blurry. I mean like witness protection program blurry. So we're back on the claim. I would say it's the first time this year, but I've been coming up here past couple of weeks. You may notice on my back, I have a pack. In that pack, I have a vac. I have that pack to help me vac. I will attack the cracks with my vac. So just sit back and relax while I attack the cracks with my vac. Sorry. Let's get to work, shall we? Like I said, I've been here past couple weekends. Water's dropped pretty considerably. But this is the spot I've been working on. Right here. That bedrock. And one thing I've learned about this creek in particular, in fact, a lot of creeks in Northern California, is that the best ones tend to be in places where they're in proximity to old hydraulic mining. And this is no exception. Whereas in a lot of places, you're only thinking about the flow of the creek and gold making its way downstream. When you're working in proximity to a hydraulic area, you also have to think about the gold coming down from above. So where it's normally you're focusing on inside bends because that's where gold flowing through the water is going to settle out. If you're directly underneath the bottom of a ravine that had hydraulic mining going on 500 feet above on the ridge at some point, you need to be looking not just in the inside bends, but just about everywhere, because that gold was coming not just downstream, but down the hill. Truth be told, I'm learning new stuff all the time and figuring out as I go. So we'll scratch it up. We'll use the bucket classifier to get the sort of the higher level stuff into the bucket classified, and we'll sluice that. But then in addition, we'll use the vac to get the stuff that's really way down in the crevices, and maybe we'll pan that separately. That's where we should see some good gold. So what I think I'm gonna do, since I know that the nice dark, thick, goopy mud that I really like, I know there's more of it up that way. But I wanna just see how far down it goes. I imagine it might peter out somewhere here, but I'll find out when I get down there. This is the stuff that I think more seasoned miners would probably ignore a lot of this, but I'm still just, I can't bring myself to ignore it. Call me an amateur, I fully accept that, but I'm gonna scoop all this up and I'm gonna run it just because I can't say no. So this I'll dig up more later. I'll scratch that up, and this is what I'll vac after I get this heavy stuff off. As you can see, it's packed, you know? I'm learning. Be patient with me, folks. That's the stuff. showing up there. That's what I expected to find in that light stuff. The bucket, after I got it wet, you saw it was still quite sandy and gravelly. Whereas the good stuff, when you get it wet in the bucket, it's like a milkshake. So you can see that bedrock. And this area here, this is packed gravel and that muddy stuff. It's like a big giant dirt clod that's right here with gravel mixed in. And it's a darker color than the stuff that's up on top. This is what we're gonna pick away at now. Loosened up. And all the stuff we got here piling up, this is good stuff here. We're not quite ready to vac yet. I could probably vac some of that from the stuff I left over from last week, but this area's not ready for vac. We filled one bucket, we'll probably fill another one. So let's run it. You can see it's a noticeably different consistency. Different color, and the consistency is a lot muddier. And in my experience, on this claim, this stuff's the good stuff. We got quite a bit of gold bunching up. Definitely some bigger flecks left over in that bucket from the red stuff. I'm gonna snuffer out that V matting and then we'll go back to it. Okay, so I'm gonna stop digging for a little bit and just vac the area that I cleared off last week and a little bit of the area that I've cleared just now. Before we continue digging, just so I want to get some of this out of the way. I don't normally do a midday cleanup, but I decided to do one today just because I wanted to see how the gold was looking based on me going up into the creek or going up the side of the hill or going down toward the creek. So here's what we got so far. Yeah, there's some nice pieces in there. So, almost like sunflower seed. So what I think I might do for fun, just to test my theory, maybe I will sort of try to tunnel in underneath this spot where I think the better gold is, down in that thicker milkshake kind of mud. Get in right here in this contact zone, get a whole pan worth of material out, and see how that looks, just out of curiosity. Stuff right there.
Got a rock that has gold in it.
Sweet. It's a trip because I really backed this all, you know, and it's the kind of stuff where, like, this is definitely bedrock here, you know, but then this stuff, there's actually just a really, like, caked mud where you feel like you've already scratched it up, you feel like you've already cleaned it, but you haven't. It's just, all of the stuff's like that. So here's what we get from that stuff on the bottom. So you can see this black sand is not super coarse, but there's a nice little showing, you know, for this one sample pan. It's not real micro either, you know, I mean, it's pretty decent sized stuff. So now it'll be interesting to see. I think the next pan's gonna have a lot more black sand in it, but maybe it'll have more gold, or maybe it'll have more fines, who knows? So that's what I'm gonna do now. We did that lower layer right on the bedrock, where we scratched it all up and backed it up. So now we'll sample from up in here. This stuff, we saw what that did. There was no fines, but then there wasn't very much black sand, and there was some nice little pieces. Now we'll get this stuff up here, just to see what the difference is. See how coarse that stuff is? And you can just see it, but you can't really see it very well. My glove's black. That's very coarse black sand right there. All right, so the last 10 minutes of excavation didn't go exactly the way I planned. I only meant to get this top layer where we can see that coarse black sand, but in pulling a few big stones out, I wound up basically going all the way down to the bedrock. So this is my stockpile plus what we've already got in the classifier. So it's not a very scientific experiment that I'm doing right now, because I'm getting more of a sample than I thought I was going to get. But there we are. It's not science, guys. It's art. It's mining. What are you going to do? So I panned out about 2/3 of a bucket, which was the top layer, which then kind of got mixed in with some more of the deeper stuff. Here's what we got. See it showing up here. More fines, a lot more black sand, some bigger, yeah, it's looking not too bad. Some bigger stuff in there, but no real pickers, I'd say. So probably down lower is better. But this stuff, you know, it's not, I don't know if it's worth throwing out, but yeah, I wouldn't want to spend too much time moving a lot of this top stuff, given the amount of black sand and the fact that the gold's not real big. So that's good information. How I use that information yet, I'm not really sure, but that's the way it works with science. We don't know why we get the data, but we collect it, analyze it, and maybe somebody figures it out later. So based on that hard science, I'm just gonna plunge straight down right there. Let's just chop that out and sluice it. So here's an interesting situation. Kind of a pocket right here of softer stuff. And then I don't know if this is a boulder or what. Native rock somehow wedged under there, a piece of bedrock broken. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna try to get that out of the way. Yeah, I'm under it. I'll whack under there a little bit further. Yep, you got it out. So that should be interesting under there. Wow, that's super soft. I'd like to keep digging, but age-old story of running out of daylight. I'm gonna get stuck. Yes, sir, I'm mining now. So that's about as good as I can get it for this trip. We'll run this last bit through, clean out the sluice, see how we did, and anything else we do is gonna have to be next episode. There's that chocolate milkshake. So the one cleanup, end of the day, so we had 2 cleanups today. One after we sort of stopped digging the low part. And then we have this cleanup is basically just 1 bucket going higher up. And I think, yeah, it's pretty decent. So I think heading up is the way to go. This plus the stuff we got earlier. That sunflower sized little picker, and then this bucket. I think going further up into the trees and up into that host rock is what we'll do next time, maybe with some more help. All right, let's take this home, get it cleaned up and weighed up. So we're all dried out now. And let's weigh it up. Hi. About 1.4 grams, at least. Well, that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. 1.5 grams or so, I'll take that. Before I sign out, I want to give a shout out to Tim at Blue Lead Gold Productions. Last month he hosted the North Yuba Nugget hunt. I was only out there for about an hour. I didn't even get a chance to see him. I was able to meet up with Todd, and Bedrock Bennett was there, and JC the Mine in Hawaiian was there. I even passed Jeff from Smith's Gold. Just passed him on the trail, said, hey, wish I could have been out there, but I was busy with this stuff right here. I was digging trenches for this form work on the day of the nugget hunt, so that's why I couldn't be out there very long. But anyway, by next year, this project will be done, and I'll be able to attend that North Yuba Nugget hunt. Whole event, I'll be able to hang out with people, have a good time. Really looking forward to it. Thanks to you, Tim, for putting that on. Aloha. And of course, thanks to all of you for sticking around and being my digging partner for the day. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. And if you do like this kind of content, I really would appreciate your subscription. That's it for me, everybody. Hope to see you in the next episode of High Road Prospecting. Until then, I'm Gaetano. Take it easy.